I'm walking along South Bank in London. Um, I'm looking, Parry, I'm looking at the building called the Faraday Building, which was, I just read on a plaque, was very important in early telecommunications. It was one of the largest telephone exchanges in the world, meaning that anywhere in the UK, if you needed to make an international call, you had to go through there, and apparently elsewhere in the world, you had to go through there as well, which is pretty interesting. Like back in the sort of turn of the century, early 20th century. It's pretty crazy, because if that, like, because London is so connected to Europe and stuff, so I wonder, like, was that all wiring? Like, was telephone contact internationally, like, was that all physical wiring? And if so, like, could Australia even make any calls like that? Or did we just use, like, radio? I don't even know. But it's pretty interesting that I'm looking at that building right now, seeing as it's quite important on a global scale in terms of that piece of history, early telecommunications. And it's extra funny that I'm looking at it having bought a bottle of Johnny Walker. It was on special for £15, which is about $30, which I thought was a good price, but then I realised I don't even know how much it costs normally. And then I went to McDonald's and bought a Coke, and then on the street I just poured the Johnny Walkers into the Coke. I've got a backpack I took the whiskey out of. So, contrast that, the fact that I did that tonight, and I'm also looking at this building. It seems funny to me. Why don't you try to think of a time that you looked at something that seemed very important on a kind of, global or like human historical kind of scale, whilst you were doing something very like contemporary. That's a challenge for you, Parry.